You ever say something in the heat of the moment and then 5 seconds later, you're like, why did I say that? Or maybe you fire off a quick email or text and then spend the next hour wishing you could reach through the internet and snatch it back. Well, that's the difference between impulse and intention. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman calls this thinking fast and slow. He breaks it into two systems. System 1 is quick, instinctive, emotional. System 2 is slower, deliberate, logical. We tend to default to System 1 because it's easy, but easy doesn't always mean right. Let's say someone cuts you off in traffic. Boom, System 1 kicks in. Your heart rate spikes, your hands tighten around the wheel, and your brain is already crafting the perfect insult. But if you pause just for a second, System 2 can step in. Maybe that driver is rushing to the hospital. Maybe they just made an honest mistake. That pause, that's power, that's choice. This isn't just philosophy. Your brain is wired this way. The amygdala reacts instantly, which is great for survival, but not great for relationships or everyday situations. The prefrontal cortex is the voice of reason, but it needs time to engage. For those struggling with anxiety, this battle between impulse and intention feels even more overwhelming. Automatic thoughts, those intrusive, fear-based reactions, can make it seem like you have no control. What if I mess up? What if they're judging me? What if something bad happens? Those thoughts feel urgent. They demand attention. But here's the truth. Just because a thought feels real doesn't mean it is real. Just because your brain sends an alarm doesn't mean you have to obey it. So how do we train ourselves to respond instead of react? Well, here are 4 quick tools. Number 1, the pause. When you feel a strong reaction, take a breath. A single breath can give your brain time to engage System 2. Number 2, the reframe. Ask yourself what else could be true. Instead of assuming the worst, consider alternative explanations. Number 3, the do-over. If you react impulsively, own it. A quick, hey, I didn't mean that, can do wonders. And number 4, the thought filter. When anxiety kicks in, ask, is this fact or fear? Challenge it before accepting it. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space, we have power. Power to pause, power to think, power to choose. And in that choice, that's where growth happens. So next time you feel that knee-jerk reaction rising, whether it's anxiety whispering worst-case scenarios or frustration pulling you into a snap decision, remember, your first response isn't always your best response. But your second one, that's often where transformation begins. And even more importantly, as believers in Christ, Jesus wants to meet us in the space between stimulus and response. As we stop to consider His grace, we become more likely to choose a response that reflects Him. See you next time.